it's your girl Justnaturallytiff, and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated reads of 2024. So I have about 9 books that I want to talk about, and all of them are coming out in 2024, and I just cannot wait until they come out. I wanted to share them all with you, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1, well, this is not in any particular order, but number 1 on my list, and I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about this book, is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This is the second book in the Skyland series. The first book was Before I Let Go, and it followed Yasmin and Josiah. Now this second book follows Yasmin's friend Soledad and her husband Edward, and also possibly a new love interest. So I have read this book, but it has not officially came out yet, and I'm really excited for the physical copy to come out because I pre-ordered the Barnes & Noble special release, and I think it has more scenes and it has recipes in it, which the digital arc that I got did not have in it. So I'm super excited for the actual book to come out. And I don't think that I've read the synopsis to you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it now. Soledad Barnes has her life all planned out because of course she does. She plans everything, she designs everything, she fixes everything. She's a domestic goddess who never met a party she couldn't host or a charge she couldn't lead. The one with all the answers and the perfect vinaigrette for that summer salad. But none of her varied talents can save her when catastrophe strikes. And the life she built with the man who was supposed to be her forever goes poof in a cloud of betrayal and disillusion. But there is no time to pout or sulk or even grieve the life she lost. She's too busy keeping a roof over her daughter's heads and food on the table. And in the process of saving them, Soledad rediscovers herself. From the ashes of a life burnt to the ground, something bold and new can rise. But then an unlikely man enters the picture. The forbidden one, the one she shouldn't want but can't seem to resist. She's lost it all before and refuses to repeat her mistakes. But can she trust him? Can she trust herself? After all she's lost and found, can she be brave enough to make room for what could be? Now, you kind of could see from that synopsis, it's all about self-discovery, self-love, and also forbidden romance. So that's a new trope for me. I haven't really done a lot of forbidden romances, but I think I really like this trope. I gave this book 4 stars out of 5, and I really enjoyed it. Like, you cannot tell me that I was not one of Soledad's homegirl. Like, that's how I felt reading this book. Like, I felt like I was there, like I was in the room with her. Kennedy Ryan does a very good job of making you feel like you are there, you are in the book. Like, there were literally times when I was reading the book and I looked up and looked around and I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting here reading, because the book is so good and so real, and you just feel like you are there going through everything that she was going through. When she was mad, I was mad. When she was happy, I was happy. When she was excited, I was excited. Kennedy Ryan did such a good job with that. So this book comes out March 5th, 2024, and I hope you'll give it a try. Okay, so the next book on my list is called The Partner Plot, and it's by Christina Forrest, and this is the same author that wrote The Neighbor Favor. I have not read The Neighbor Favor, but I've heard very good things about it, and I have the physical copy of The Neighbor Favor, so I will be reading it very soon, surely before this book comes out. Let's go ahead and get into the synopsis. I read all of these synopsises when I was looking for books, but I don't remember them all. So we're gonna go ahead and read this one together. I just remember it sounded so cute, but I just don't remember exactly what it was about. So here we go. 2 former high school sweethearts get a second chance in this marriage of convenience romance by Christina Forrest, author of The Neighbor Favor. So already I like it because it's second chance romance. That's my favorite trope. To Violet Green, fashion is everything. As a successful celebrity stylist, she travels all over the world living out her dreams. Professionally, she's thriving, but her personal life is in shambles. After surviving a very public breakup with her ex-fiance 6 months ago, Violet is now determined to focus on her career. but life hands her something, or rather someone, that might derail everything. Xavier Wright did not expect to run into his high school girlfriend, Violet, the girl he once thought he'd marry, on a birthday trip to Vegas. As a high school teacher and a basketball coach, he rarely leaves his New Jersey hometown. So what are the chances? But when the initial shock wears off, they decide to celebrate together. They feel young and reckless as they party the night away. And reckless they clearly were when the following morning they wake up beside each other with rings on their fingers. Their impulsive nuptials might be a blessing in disguise though, when they realize that both of their careers could benefit from the marriage. So they play the part of a blissfully wedded couple. When their passion comes hurling back, they realize their feelings are just as real as they were back when they were teens. But are their lives too different to stick it through, or will they finally have a happy ending? That sounds so cute. So there's like a lot of tropes going on in here. So second chance romance, marriage of convenience, and also fake dating. And it sounds like it's right up my alley, and I cannot wait for this book to come out. And this comes out February 27th, 2024. Okay, so the next book on my list is called A Legend in the Baking. And I put this book down on the list because I know there's a lot of like baking romances and I've never read any of them, so I don't know why. I just love the cover and I thought it was so cute. And when I read the synopsis, like I said, I don't remember it now, but when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh, this is cute, this is cute. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis together. After accidentally going viral on social media, a cupcake baking football player gets assistance from a social media maven and his best friend's little sister to help him promote his new bakery. August Hodges was supposed to be the silent partner in Sugar Blitz cupcakes, emphasis on silent. That is, until his impromptu feminist rant about how women bakers are the backbone of the industry and baking cupcakes isn't a threat to masculinity goes viral, making him the hottest bachelor in town. With a new location in the works, August and his partners decide to capitalize on this perfect opportunity to help cement their place in the community. But the hiring of his best friend's younger sister, the woman who has haunted some of his best dreams for years, was as much of a shock as his newfound fame. Social media manager Sloan Dell fell hard for her brother's best friend the moment she met him more than a decade ago. But that teenage infatuation cost her dearly. Still, she accepts her brother's request to revamp the bakery's social media presence to take advantage of August's newfound popularity, knowing it's the big break her fledgling career needs. She just ignores the fact that August is still August, sexier and sweeter than any man has the right to be, and he drives her crazy with his resistance to all her ideas. They vow to leave the past in the past, but when an explosive makeout session makes it clear that their attraction burns hotter than ever, Sloan and August are forced to reconsider what it means to take a risk and chase your dreams, as they both find out all is fair in love and cupcakes. That sounds like so much drama and also so cute at the same time, so I'm really excited about that one as well. And that comes out July 2nd, 2024. I don't know if I mentioned, but it's by Jamie Wesley. Okay, so the next book on my list is called The Kiss Countdown, and it is by Etta, Easton. The cover, oh my gosh, is so freaking cute. Like, I'm gonna put a picture up here. Like, it just reminds me of like Black NASA. Like, is there a thing? Black NASA, is that a thing? I don't know. But anyways, it's so cute and I really love it. Let's go ahead and read the synopsis. A struggling event planner and a sinfully hot astronaut must decide if their fake relationship is worth a shot at happily ever after in this starry debut. So this is the author's debut book. Risk-averse event planner Emery Price is jobless, newly single, and about to lose her apartment. With no choice but to gamble on her shaky startup, the last thing she needed was to run into her smug ex and his new, less complicated girlfriend at Emery's favorite coffee shop. Panicked, she pretends to be dating the annoyingly sexy man she met by spilling Americano all over his abs. He plays along for a price. Half the single men in Houston claim to be astronauts, but Vincent Roger turns out to be the real deal. What started off as a one-off lie morphs into a for the 3 months leading up to his mission. Amory will play Vincent's doting partner in front of his loving but overly invested family. In exchange, she gets a rent-free room in his house and can put every penny towards her struggling business. That sounds like a deal I could get down with. What Amory doesn't plan for is Vincent's gravitational pull. While her mind tells her a future with this astronaut is too unpredictable, her heart says he's exactly what she needs. As their time together counts down, Amory must decide if she'll settle for the safe life or shoot for the stars. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. That one is coming out April 9th, 2024. The next book is a debut book as well. This one is When I Think of You by Myah Ariel. And the cover is just too freaking cute, y'all. And I need to stop judging a book by its cover because I literally just found cute covers and just started reading about the books. Like, I'm pretty sure there are some good books that don't have cute covers as well, but I never give them a try. So I need to stop judging a book by its cover, but the cover is so cute. Like, I just love the artwork. It's giving Hollywood, it's giving glam, like it's cute. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Kalia Wilson has paid her dues, but all the years behind the reception desk at a flashy film studio have only pushed her movie-making dreams further out of reach. That is, until a surprise reunion presents an opportunity that could make her career or break her heart a second time. It's been 7 years since Kalia's whirlwind college romance with Danny Prescott went up in flames. While her passions have stalled, his career is taking off. So when the hotshot director reappears to offer her a job in his next production, it's a shock to the system. Working with Danny may recapture the intensity of their film school days, but trusting him again won't come easy. As the pair allows themselves the openness and vulnerability to entrust their deepest truths to each other, the possibility of a true connection draws even closer. But when Hollywood politics and scandal threaten to sink the production and her career, Kalia may have to risk everything to do what's right, even if it means letting go of the second chance love of a lifetime. That sounds so cute, y'all, and you know I love a good second chance romance. And this one comes out April 16th, 2024. Okay, so the next one that I have is Tangled Up In You by Christina Lauren. And this one is basically a retelling of Tangled, the Disney movie Tangled, which I don't even know if I've seen that, but I guess it's like Rapunzel almost. I just really like the fact that it's a retelling of a story, and I like how retellings are different, where they give you something different. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched that show Once Upon a Time, but that was my show. I loved Once Upon a Time. It was just ratchet and ghetto and drama, and I was there for it. So that's what I'm kind of hoping this one is, like Disney plus drama times 10. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis. Rin has never held an iPhone, Googled the answer to a question, or followed a crush on social media. What she has done, read a book or two, or three, okay, hundreds, taught herself to paint, building a working wind power system from scratch. But for all the books she's read, Rin has never found one that taught a woman raised on a homestead and off the grid for most of her 22 years how to live in the real world. So when she finally achieves her lifelong dream of attending Corona College, it feels like her life is finally beginning. Fitz has the rest of his life mapped out. Graduate from Corona at the top of his class, get his criminal record wiped clean, and pass himself off as the rich, handsome player he thinks he is. He's a few months short of checking off step one of his plans when Rin Glyden, with her cascading blonde hair and encyclopedic brain, crashes into his life, and for the first time, Fitz's plan is in jeopardy. But a simple assignment in her immunology seminar changes the course of both their lives, and suddenly they're thrown out of the frying pan and into the fire on a road trip that will lead them in the most unexpected directions. Out on the open road, the world somehow shifts, and the unlikely pair realize that maybe the key to the dreams they've both been chasing have been sitting next to them the whole time. So yeah, that definitely sounds like Disney plus drama times 10. So I'm here for it. And that one comes out June 25th, 2024. Okay, so that's it for the romances. The last 3 books I have are thrillers. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first on my list for thrillers is Where Sleeping Girls Lie, and this is by the same author that wrote Ace of Spades. And last time I could not say her name, but this time I learned how to say her name, and her name is Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé. Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé. Yeah, that's it. I still have not read Ace of Spades, but it is on my TBR, and I do plan on reading it soon, and I definitely will get to it before this book comes out. But yeah, let's go ahead and read the synopsis together. In Where Sleeping Girls Lie, a YA contemporary mystery by Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé, the New York Times best-selling author of Ace of Spades, a girl new to boarding school discovers dark secrets and cover-ups after her roommate disappears. It's like I keep stumbling into a dark room, searching for the switch to make things bright again. I don't know if you say Sade or Sadie. I think it's Sade. Sade Hussein is starting her 3rd year of high school, this time at the prestigious Alfred Nobel Academy boarding school, after being homeschooled all her life. Misfortune has clung to her seemingly since birth, but even she doesn't expect her new roommate, Elizabeth, to disappear after Sade's first night, or for people to think Sade has something to do with it. With rumors swirling around her, Sade catches the attention of the girls collectively known as the Unholy Trinity, and they bring her into the fold. Between learning more about them, especially Persephone, who Sade is inexplicably drawn to, and playing catch-up in class, Sade already has so much on her plate. But when it seems people don't care enough about what happened to Elizabeth, it's up to she and Elizabeth's best friend, Baz, to investigate. And then a student is found dead. The more Sade and Baz dig into Elizabeth's disappearance, the more she realizes there's more to Alfred Nobel Academy and its students than she thought. Secrets lurk around every corner and beneath every surface. Secrets that rival even her own. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna read Ace of Spades first, but it's giving me the same vibe as that, but maybe just at a different school. So this is really interesting, and I'm glad that I put it on my list because I love a good mystery. And this one comes out March 19th, 2024. Okay, so the next book on my list is called One Big Happy Family, and it's by Jamie Day. And when I first saw this cover, I was like, this looks like The Block Party. You know that book, The Block Party? And then I was like, oh, this is the same author, so it's giving that same vibe. This one, I think is like beach chairs on the beach. And I'm gonna put a picture of it here, but this is like beach chairs on the beach, and the first one was like lawn chairs on someone's front lawn. So let's go ahead and read this synopsis. The Precipice is a legendary family-owned hotel situated on the rocky coast of Maine. The Bishop sisters, Iris, Vicky, and Faith, have come here for the weekend to claim it. Their father is dead, and each one of them wants it. 19-year-old Charlie Kelly is the chambermaid, smart, resilient, older than her years, and in desperate straits. She's the sole caregiver for her grandmother, and the wolf is at the door. The arrival of the Bishop sisters could mean disaster for Charlie. Will they close the hotel, fire her, learn of her habit of pilfering from guests, or even worse, learn that she's hiding a woman on the run, shifting her from room to room so that no one knows she's there? With a hurricane looming and the Bishop sisters closing in, this one weekend could be the death of all of them, because each one has a secret. There's murder in the air, and not all of them would check out of the Precipice Hotel. With razor sharp wit, heart, thrills, and twists, Jamie Day delivers on his unique brand of summertime suspense. That sounds so good and crazy, and I just cannot wait to get into it. And this one comes out July 16th, 2024. Okay, so the last one on my list is one that I am super excited about. I love the other books in the series, and this one is The Housemaid is Watching by Faridah McFadden. She is quickly becoming one of my favorite thriller authors. I have read The Housemaid, The Housemaid's Secret, Never Lie, and I believe one other by her, but I cannot remember which one. But I love me some Housemaid. I love Millie, and I cannot wait to see what she's got up to since the last book, The Housemaid's Secret. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis together. You must be our new neighbors, Mrs. Lau gushes and waves across the picket fence. I clutch my daughter's hand and smile, but the second Mrs. Lau sees my husband, a strange expression crosses her face. In that moment, I make a promise. We finally have a family home. My past is far, far behind us, and I'll do anything to keep it that way. I used to clean other people's houses. Now I can't believe this home is actually mine. The charming kitchen, the quiet cul-de-sac, the huge yard where my kids can play. My husband and I saved for years to give our children the life they deserve. Even though I'm wary of our new neighbor, Mrs. Lowell, when she invites us over for dinner, it's our chance to make friends. Her maid opens the door wearing a white apron, her hair in a tight bun. I know exactly what it's like to be in her shoes, but her cold stare gives me chills. The Lowell's maid isn't the only strange thing on our street. I'm sure I see a shadowy figure watching us. My husband leaves the house late at night, and when I meet a woman who lives across the way, her words chill me to be careful of your neighbors. Did I make a terrible mistake moving my family here? I thought I'd left my darkest secrets behind, but could this quiet suburban street be the most dangerous place of all? Wow, that's crazy. And I hope we're still following Millie. She talks about husband and children, and Millie did not have all of that after the second book. So I'm a little nervous there, but I'm also a little bit hopeful because could Millie and Enzo have gotten married? So that one comes out June 11th, 2024. And that's all I have for you guys. Those are my anticipated reads of 2024, and I cannot wait to read each and every one of them and share my thoughts on those books with you guys. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.